2 weeks more of analysis of Deal or No Deal. Because these 2 weeks, they come round too quick. The year is going too fast. Before we know it, it'll be Christmas. And Noel will be dressed up like a pillock, yet again. Well, I can't give anything away, but he is dressed up like a pillock. Yet again. It's not a shock, is it? Anyway, we start with the 23rd of the 9th with James Bond. And he won the Governor, 26,007. The 007, obviously in reference to his name, James Bond, and it was in every single offer. He got the Governor plus the 007. Could he have had more? He could have had more. He could have won £100,000. The thing is with James, though, he wore his heart on his sleeve. My sleeve's all the way up here, so I'd have been looking like that. But hey, 26 grand for a man who said he had nothing. I do think that was overplayed a bit. I do think Noel kept going on about it too much. He had an impeccably strong board. It was a board which 80% of players would have went on. James, he couldn't afford to. He got the 26 grand. Well done. No regrets. I don't think he had any regrets. Katie played the day after. Had a terrible start. She had the nightmare opening round. A 425,000 plus opening round. She recovered the game to an extent where she managed to win and she managed to take away £8,250. It was a great result from the start she had. It was one of those deals where nobody could blame her to deal. Nobody would have questioned the decision for a no deal. So well done, Katie. And then Liam played on the Wednesday. It was one of those 8-box scenarios where we had £250,000, no backup, and he took £10,000. If he went on to 5 bucks, he would have had £250,000, no backup, and an offer of 21,000. Do I believe that? Not quite sure. Maybe a couple of thousand inflated. But hey, if he went on again, it would have been blue £250,000. But he had the blue in the box. The £250,000 still to that point hadn't come to the table since Paddy's game back in August. I think that was August the 12th. Anyway, 10 grand for Liam. He came with modest ambitions. Here today, gone tomorrow. Hair today, gone tomorrow. He wanted a hair transplant. You can have some of mine. It's like a bog brush. I look like the woman from Tracy Beaker, the one that took her in. The one with bog brush hair? You know the one. Anyway, I need to get it done. It's falling out. It's falling out everywhere. Wendy. Oh, lovely Wendy. She rode a bus. A big red bus around London. Was it 332? Route 332? Can't quite remember. Anyway, she won a quid. She went all the way to the end, won £1. It was an unavoidable train wreck. I don't actually think, if I don't recall any of the offers being dealable myself, it was due. It was the first blue win we've had in a very, very long time. But Wendy, £1 is £1. Yeah, pounds are quite crap, actually. Sorry, Wendy, you got £1. And then Jess played on the Friday. She won £3,100. Much more to add? Not really. Well done. And then the 30th of September with Aussie. Oh, it felt a bit different. The game just felt different. He had no friends or supporters, except a photo of the Munsters or his family. He got £15,000 with a top 3 very desolate 8-box. It was a deal. He could have had a little bit more. He could have had £50,000 at the end. And just like Liam, it was a blue £250,000 finish. His offer, as I said, was 50,000. He could have had the blue, the £250,000 still away from the table. 15,000 was a good result for Aussie. He was happy, and so was Beth with £5,000. Beth was a twin. Her sister was in the audience. She did remind me a bit of Holly Willoughby. Holly Willoughby. She wanted to be a teacher, but she couldn't add up. But she managed to get her sums correct to win £5,000. Hashtag pun. Thank you. Unlike Siddy. Siddy couldn't get his maths right. All of his decisions in the studio, I was thinking he's going to deal now. No, he went on. It was just electrifying. We haven't had a game like that in a very long time. We haven't had a game, I think, for months. We can say for months. Way before Paddy, way before Marlene, where the offers were so statistically great and the player was no dealing them, it made for exciting television. Unfortunately, the boxes weren't kind towards the end of the game and he only won £750. That doesn't tell the story, Siddy. thanks for giving us a truly sensational game. We won't forget it for a very long time, because games like that are rare nowadays. Jodie's game. Not rare to see an early cautious deal of 7,500. She could have had more. She could have had at 5 box £50,000. And I know some people were saying that the banker inflated the offer. Well, I actually totally believe that he would have offered 50,000 there, because the banker doesn't want another £250,000 so soon after the last one. Maybe we're going to get one very soon. Anyway, she won 7,500. There was it 3 or 5,000 in the box? I'm quite crap at this, aren't I? I should have notes. Anyway, who played after Jodie? It was Mikey. Mikey was great, wasn't he? That was a great show. A great show to end the week. A great show to end the fortnight. It was hilarious. He was hilarious. Noel was hilarious. The banker was hilarious. The wasp is dead. I think actually after the show, the wasp sort of clambered off the table, landed on one of the bulbs on the Walk of Wealth and frazzled to its death. I'm sorry to break that news to you. R.I.P. Wasp. R.I.P. Wasp. That doesn't sound right when you say it. Say it. R.I.P. Wasp. Say that fast. A few times. R.I.P. Wasp. R.I.P. Wasp. Yeah. You get my drift. Mikey declined 18,000 at the third offer. Unfortunately hit 100,000 in the £250,000. He dealt at £8,000. I said at the time, he did exactly the right decisions for him. I called it exactly. He would have had to have opened 6 more boxes to get considerably more. He wasn't the type of player that was going to go to 2 box anyway. He got £8,000. He was happy. We were all happy. Noel was happy because he kept his job. And I'm happy because in a fortnight's time, I'm going to be talking to you about even more exceptional deal games. And I'm telling you, one game this week will get everybody talking. Should they have done that? Should they have risked it? Is the reward great enough to see the confetti? Find out this week on Deal or No Deal. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.